The small world paradigm suggests that you know a guy who knows a guy who went to school with a girl whose mom goes to brunch on Saturdays with the coach of the Los Angeles Football Club. This means you're only 6 degrees of separation from the co-owner of the LAFC, Will Ferrell. You may know the phrase 6 degrees of separation. Its origin is an experiment where Stanley Milgram and Jeffrey Travers sent a message person to person to an unknown person in Boston. On average, it took 6 exchanges to reach this complete stranger. Newer studies on this theorem have expanded the search, asking people from the US to send messages to India or Australia, utilizing a new technology, email. These studies have even fewer degrees of separation than the original experiment, meaning that just the addition of email has decreased the distance between people. Technology allowed us to become more connected than ever, making the flow of information and ideas to be uninhibited by physical distance. Technology also improves individual efficiency. For example, when researching my thesis on the topic of social connection, I turned to library databases and Google Scholar to find what other people have done in my field. It was easy to find results amongst the thousands of articles on these sites. However, when searching through each individual article, it was difficult for me to find information that actually pertained to my topic. I was surprised. I had an overwhelming amount of information at my fingertips, yet I was coming up short in terms of usable data. Then I realized I was researching the power of social connection without using my social connections. It's a paradox, really. Technology allows us to be more connected than ever, and it provides us with so much information that we become increasingly efficient, causing us to neglect those social relationships. When I realized I needed to use my connections to research, it was easy for me to find experts in my field. I started in my department and met with Dr. Mueller, a social psychologist who recommended me great journals that are now the backbone of my research. I also met with Dr. Azerbad, a psych professor, who recommended me to meet Dr. Donovieve Smith, a marketing professor with an interesting idea about my topic of social connection. Is another benefit of using your peers when researching and creating. The combination of perspectives allows for a much more unique and interesting idea than what you get through an individual search. This is another problem with databases. You can only find what you're looking for. You ask the database a question, and it gives you an answer. Dr. Smith was able to take all of my progress up to this point and say yes, but it could be even bigger than you thought. It took her outside knowledge and experience to add creativity and depth to what would be a straightforward thesis exploring the psychology side of social connection. It may surprise you how easy it is to find a solution when you first ask yourself who you know instead of what you know. In a world that's connected, the first step to your solution could be sitting right next to you.